A few months ago, I was sitting at the table with my fiancée, and I was thinking deeply about something that I can't even remember right now, honestly. And I shared my thoughts. I shared my thoughts with her, and at some point she said, "Do you know what can you do? You can do it in this way." And in that moment, it felt like a light bulb went on in my head, unlocking a solution that seemed much easier than I thought. It's one of those experiences, guys, that you realize that it would have taken much longer to figure it out on your own, right? Whatever thought you want to unlock, whatever solution you want to achieve. So today we're going to discuss the collaborative brainstorming, especially the 635 method, the technique often ignored. But before we go forward, as always, please subscribe so I know this is the right direction to lead you guys, to drive you and to guide you towards your journey to success. And let's get started, all right, as always. So, collaborative brainstorming. Collaborative brainstorming involves bringing a group of people together in one place to discuss a specific topic, all right? Particularly the one you are facing challenges on your own. However, there are two main problems associated with collaborative brainstormings. The first issue is that it can feel personal. So when someone shares their intuition, their idea, when they propose solutions, it can be challenging if their ideas don't align with yours, okay? And this can lead to feelings of being touched or defensive. This happened to me, and I'm sure it happened to a lot of you guys. The second problem is that when everyone speaks at once, it can create chaos. Communication becomes overwhelming, making difficult to understand what is happening and leading to a loss of direction. This has become a problem because it can lead to even more confusion than before. You're frustrated because the idea of bringing a group of people together maybe didn't work out as you hoped, and instead it may have made things worse. Okay. The first solution is, first of all, is to try to zoom out. So before we talk about the first problem is about the fact that you can feel touch and can feel very personal, whatever you do. And of course, you don't want that the people around you, like, it's most of the times it's okay to receive feedback from our perspective, but the truth is that we don't want to get touched so much, right? So let's find a solution about this problem. The first solution is to try to zoom out, for example. So as human beings, we have the ability to zoom in and zoom out in various situations, right? Am I going to give you an example? If your best friend comes to you crying because her boyfriend is not giving her the attention she deserves, you would likely zoom in on her story because, you trust her. However, you don't know the other side of the story. It could be that the girlfriend, I'm just making an example, guys, yeah, is psychologically or even physically abusing the man, and you might not be aware of that. But you trust her because she's your best friend, okay? So when we zoom out, we start to ask the right questions and create a mental framework to understand what is factual and what is not, what is an assumption and what is grounded in reality, So at first, this might seem like an example that doesn't relate to our topic, but it actually does. Because when you zoom in and you zoom out, I mean, this is part of brainstorming in our daily lives. It doesn't matter if it is collaborative or individual brainstorming. It is still brainstorming, even when you do on your own, okay? Even if when you are with someone that doesn't brainstorm with you. The other issue to solve was, the one that I highlighted before when I said, the second problem is that when everyone speaks at once, it can create chaos, it can generate a mess. So in this case, we are talking about a situation where people lack a framework for effective brainstorming, generating a mess. So to solve the messy situation and overcome the challenges of messy collaborative brainstorming, you need to consider using the 6-3-5 method. And here is how it works. So you take ideally 6 participants, sit together around the table. Number 2, each person writes down 3 ideas related to a specific problem or challenge. Number 3, they have 5 minutes to brainstorm their ideas. Number 4, after the time is up, everyone passes their sheet to the next, person, to the next participant. And number 5, the next person reads the ideas and can either expand on them, improve them, combine them, or create new ideas inspired by the existing ones. So this process, guys, restarts until everyone has given their contribution to each sheet. And by the end, the group can generate up to 108 ideas using the formula 6 participants that you need to multiply onto 3 ideas each, and you need to multiply on 6 rounds. So in total, you have 108 ideas, okay? And this method not only simplifies the brainstorming process, but also promotes collaboration while minimizing chaos. Now, before wrap it up, right? What do we talk about today? Today, we focus on the concept of collaborative brainstorming and delved into a specific technique called the 6-3-5 method. I began by sharing a personal experience with my fiancée, which highlighted the value of collaborative thinking and how a fresh perspective can unlock solutions. We discussed the 2 primary challenges of collaborative brainstorming. All right, the personal nature of sharing ideas and the potential chaos when everyone communicates all together. And these issues can lead to confusion and frustration as the collaboration doesn't always deliver the desired outcome, okay? So to address these challenges, I introduced the idea of zooming out and zooming in, but I mean in this case, especially zooming out. This approach allows us to gain a wider perspective and ask the right questions, okay? Helping us distinguish between facts and assumptions. This concept connects to effective brainstorming, guys, as understanding the bigger picture is crucial, We then outline the 6-3-5 method as a structured solution to messy brainstorming sessions, okay? In this method, 6 participants generate ideas in rounds, allowing each person to build on each other's thoughts. And the process encourages collaboration, guys, simplifies idea generation, and significantly increases the total number of ideas produced. So in summary, to resume, we explore the importance of collaborative brainstorming, identify common traps, and present the 6-3-5 methods as a practical strategy for effectively enhancing group creativity. Now, I would love to hear from you. How do you approach collaborative brainstorming in your project? What techniques or methods have you found effective in generating ideas? Send me a message, share your insights, or connect with me on Substack. So I would love to learn from your experiences. And if you found value in today's discussion, guys, please consider subscribing to ensure you never miss an update. And don't forget to share this episode with a friend who might benefit from a fresh perspective on brainstorming and creativity. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me on this journey to success. Together we're gonna unlock new ideas and embracing I would say collaboration, digital collaboration, right? I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.